Peace, 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 peace. Peace to the brothers and the sisters. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. Peace to kings and queens, quote unquote. Listen here, today's just the morning message. Yes, because according to time consuming, I have to do it this way. Now, yesterday I started off about females, and I told you it's going to be a couple of series. And if we got to do it properly, we got to do it clearly for the viewers and whoever's watching to understand what comes out of my head. Experience, knowledge, and I'm doing a little bit of research. Remember, research is not just reading a book. Research is the experience that you go through in life. And if you don't remember that, that's how a lot of y'all are lost. You think research is about picking up a book or watching a documentary. It's also what you have done in your life. You went digging, if you will. I'm 50 years old, so you figure in 30 years, the women I've been around, family, friends, women I dated, you know what I'm saying? I got children. So you have somewhat of an insight. So I want y'all to get a better understanding on this part too. But before we get into that, I'll tell you all that we must pay all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I'm on. Peace, 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 peace. That's my little antic that I be doing. But anyway, this is part 2 of Let's Talk About Females. And please, I don't have time for people, getting over emotional and you don't know what you're talking about. I don't have time for that. I'm just a messenger. Okay? I told you this before. I'm just a messenger. That's what I do. I'm not here to sit up here. It's not about degrading anybody. It's to get a better understanding. And a lot of us don't have that clarification that we need. And a lot of times, you're too goddamn judgmental. You always got something to say. And don't even look in the mirror at yourself. This is man or woman. Let's get into the morning message with Chocolate AMUN-RA. All right. Yesterday I was talking about how it's very important for the mother and the mother's mother and the grandmother, grandfather, and grandmother, great-great-grandmother. They are the nurturers of the planet, whether you want to realize that or not. Okay? The nations come from the man, from his seed, but the nation is not going to be born if it ain't coming from that woman. The woman is the carrier. And whatever she's going through in her life, it's going to be passed on to that baby. Even though the DNA from the man is in that blood seed. But the woman, her emotions and her frequencies and her energy is flowing through that baby. We must understand this and stop trying to overlook it. It's not about pointing the finger at the woman. It's not. But she is the nurturer. She is the caretaker, excuse me. She is these things while the baby is in the womb. You understand? So we have to be very careful, and we need to protect our women, especially when they're carrying our seed. Because when this baby come out, even though the baby has the DNA of the mother and the father, but the baby is getting another frequency from the mother. The baby's getting that connection, that glue connection from the mother. Why you think the baby has to be around the mother in the beginning stages of life? It's getting all the nutrients, all the electronics, all the frequencies, and all the energy that the baby needs. Now, if anything is negative And that flow system, what you think happens? The baby picks it up, whether you want to believe it or not. The baby picks these things up. Now, the baby's going to pick up everything else eventually. And then as it gets older, and start to get a better understanding on who's who and what's what, we have understanding about that. But when I tell you this, when you don't show that baby love, pay attention. This is part 2 now. You got to show the baby love. Now, you can't overspoil that child. Please, please, please understand this here. You cannot overspoil that child, because guess what? I clearly told you no more than a few seconds ago. Everything you give that child, she or he is going to take. But we're talking about the females. So that female takes everything. And if the father is constantly giving the baby that nurture, love, the protection, the feel that it has to worry about anything. So guess what? That's a great thing. The father has to show the daughter also how to be a warrior. You understand? Sometimes as fathers, we could be overprotected to our children. We're not realizing that they are sucking this frequency in. And then a lot of times they're too scared to go out into the wilderness. And when they're scared to go out in the wilderness, it's because they don't know. We've been overprotecting them so much because we believe that's my child. I got to overprotect them. But that is not the case. We're supposed to teach them how to be warriors. You understand? But you don't want to overprotect your children. I mean, teaching your children to be a warrior to the point that you teach them to be like I'm a man. Nah. She's got to keep that sensitivity in there and as a balance. But if you look around, and I need some of y'all to understand this. If you look around, we're in the stages now as the stage of children. Okay, the children and teenagers. Look how some of them act. If you're in the stages between 12 and 18, look how some of them act. A lot of them still act like a baby. Huh? They still acting like children because they trying to hold on to that child state of mind. And as mothers, we can't allow that. You can't say, well, that's my baby. Your baby growing up. You got to now prepare them to come out of that stage and go into stage of young adults. That's why a lot of them don't want to grow up and they don't want to move out the house. That's why a lot of them don't want to move out the house. They don't want to move out the house because it's almost like you put a fear factor in their mind. Let's make it clear. A lot of you mothers, you put fear in your children. Not only just that, you allow them to do too many things in the house. And you keep giving them the okay to do it. Between the ages of 12 and 18. Now I'm not saying every melanin mother is doing that. Oh, another thing I wanted to discuss too. Let's stop calling each other black. I wanted to say that. Let's stop, especially mothers. Stop calling each other, you my black child. We need to stop that. You're teaching them the wrong thing. If you want to say something, call them the melanin. That's who we are. We're melanin people on this planet. Melanin. We're not black. We need to get out of it. We need to start taking that black color code text out of the equation. We need to stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying to you? And your mothers, you understand I told you you're very important. You're very important, but you also got to take some of this blame because you are the master nurturers. You are the goddesses, and I'm sorry. Some of you people want to sit up there, goddess, what you talking about? You don't want to take that title because all it is a title. It's a word of encouragement. It gives you balance. It makes you feel with power and strength. Okay? You are a God on this earth because the Creator created you in the image of blackness, melaninness. Without you, how are we going to get here? We can't get here on this planet without you. I'm going to make it clear. We cannot get here on this earth, on this realm, without the woman. Now, some of you women, I don't want you to say, yeah, I am a God. I mean, you're going to do what you want to do. But some of you need to understand your position and who you really are. You're very important to the melanin race. And if you out here shaking your behind and say, this is where I got to make this money and all this kind of stuff, I'm not knocking you, but you got to pay attention to what you're doing. A lot of you, you're on welfare and all that stuff. You don't even need to be on welfare. What you on welfare for? Easy access to money. That money controls you. That welfare money is not a bad thing. It's for people who can't work. Something physically happened to them. Something mentally happened to them. You understand? But if you could work, and you walking around here, you laying on your back, allowing different men to sleep with you, and you getting pregnant, come on. You teach your daughters don't be like that. Teach your daughters it's not about, sleeping with anyone and anyone. That's another thing I want to discuss because I'm about to get out of here. Teach your daughters how to be a woman, a real goddess. That's what we need to do. And you don't start when they're 12 years old. You let them know when they understand from right and wrong. Let them understand it. And remember, so many of our females don't know who they are. They don't know their greatness. It is a crucial information and the thing to do for the God, this female, to start to nurture her child, especially that female, that she is a goddess. It is crucial for you to do this. And so as a child, by the time she's 5, between 2 and 5, they will begin to recognize. You hear me, I'm telling y'all. Teach your children how to be goddesses. Teach them, let them know that it filtered as they get older. You can see their confidence and let them know if you failing is not an option, but failing is not quitting. And let them know the difference. Failing means you can reconstruct and climb again. Too many of our females keep walking around talking about, I feel like I lost everything. I'm continue dropping. You're not dropping. You're telling yourself this. We as a people must train our daughters to be the true goddesses that they are. This is part 2 of the morning message on females. I'm just bouncing around to give you little hits in there, here and there. I just want you to understand that. You know what I mean? So, peace. Enjoy.